back to my channel, friends. If you're watching this, I'm gonna assume you're a Harry Potter fan. I am a massive Harry Potter fan, and so going to the studio tour was probably one of the coolest experiences of my entire life. What you're about to see is footage that me, my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's mom all took on our iPhones. Let's get right into it. Upon walking in, you see this massive room with all the characters on the top, the big gift shop, which you end up leaving through when it's all over, and a massive dragon that Harry had to slay in the Goblet of Fire hanging from the ceiling. You go into this one room where you watch like a highlight reel of all of their movies. And so you get up from your seat, you walk through the doors, and you're immediately in the Great Hall. I went when it was a celebration of Slytherins, so everything is green. When you leave the Great Hall, you go into this really big sound stage with all these different tables set up from all these different props and fun facts and wigs and clothes from various characters in various movies. The next set that we approached was the Gryffindor sleeping quarters for the boys. Fun fact about this set, it was actually built when the kids were all like 11 and 12 years old, and they never rebuilt it. So as the kids kept growing and becoming full-size adults, the beds were still made for like 11-year-olds. And now we have the Gryffindor common room. Right across the hall is the Slytherin common room. Honestly, the set design for these movies was so incredible. Look at how massive this stuff is. And here is Dumbledore's office, which also appeared way smaller than it looked on screen. Oh my goodness, I love this potions classroom set. It is so long, and the detail that went into the bookshelves with these jars and these vials of these fake concoctions of what would be potions, incredible. You'll notice some of the artwork on the walls just has a green screen, and that was used specifically for the characters that have to move and speak and have like a big part of the movie. Hagrid's place was so cool. Everything was hanging from the walls and the ceilings, and it all looked really massive and really old. Those brooms looked so pristine, so perfectly kept. Got to test out my magical abilities here. Would have been a lot cooler if there wasn't that line in the wall. Seeing all of the mechanics and producers speak about how these things that moved through the sky actually worked was really, really amazing. Blows your mind as to what technology can do these days.
You use a screen, a colored screen, or chrome screen to separate any element from the background. We then extract the green or blue and reveal the new background.
Okay, I love how in the Weasley's house they incorporated practical effects. All these things are on a loop, actually moving while they're filming.
What happened?
They did such a great job recreating this scary scene. So the Ministry of Magic was actually the biggest set that they built. It definitely transports you. Just looking at this set makes me sick. What an awful character! Also way smaller than predicted. The detail is so insane. Okay, this was one of my favorite experiences. You actually get to learn the choreography that the actors learned when they went into their duels. And I gotta say, it's harder than I thought it would be.
In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Along with the director David Yates, I created and developed the physical language for fighting with the wand known as wand combat. So now let's try move number 1. Start with your knees bent, body nice and straight. Bring the arm above the head with a clean curve. The wand aimed directly at the enemy. Bring the wand forward of the head and whip it back. And now let's see you try that.
Waka.
So now let's try move number 2. Turn your body to the left, bringing the right side through on a flat plane to the enemy. Now Now let's see you try.
Go. That's it. Yeah. Like turbulent
And now
jeans.
let's try move number 3.
Whoosh.
Stay low, bring your left side across and your left arm to protect your center. Keep your eye on the target at all times. And now, let's see you try that.
Whoosh.
Now,
Yeah.
Do you want to have a duel? Here we go. It's on. I'll rotate from the top.
That's great.
Number 1.
Bang.
Move number 2. Move number 3.
Yeah.
Good work, guys.
Good job.
thanks for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed learning the attacking moves of block combat.
And now we go through the Forbidden Forest. I love the way that they incorporated the fog all over the ground. It's definitely eerie and recreates that unsettled feeling that the characters have when they're in the forest. And Buckbeak. Oh my goodness, the Hogwarts Express. When I turned the corner, I had no clue it was coming. Such a beautiful sight to see. We now get to a part in the tour where you can take some professional photos, you can also take a break and have some food, and yes, they also have butterbeer. We decided to take our food and eat outside, mostly because it's COVID time, but also because the outside has so many new, cool sets. There's a super scary bus from the 3rd movie, Privet Drive, and before you go back inside, you actually get to sit in the Weasley's car that they filmed and used in the 2nd movie. This area was a lot more technical. We see a lot more props that actually move within themselves. Gringotts Bank was absolutely breathtaking. It was so massive. And now we go into more sets that are kind of underground. These are from the vaults under Gringotts. And this is an example of one of the many sets that got damaged amongst their battles. Just like that, we're in Diagon Alley. This is the part of the tour where we're really getting into the work from the artists who created sculptures and paintings to really bring the vision from the book to life. the little mini sculptures lead to this massive, huge sculpture of Hogwarts. This is the real exterior of Hogwarts that they used to film all of the scenes where we see Hogwarts from a bird's eye view. They just put a green screen behind it and the rest was movie magic. Every little detail was designed to scale and by hand. Look, they even have lights inside. Such an epic way to end the tour. After that, you get spit out into a massive gift shop where you can get things like this and a bunch of other props and outfit and jewelry and writing utensils. It is the most epic experience for any Harry Potter fan. I hope you enjoyed your virtual tour, and I hope that you one day can go experience it for yourself. Leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you haven't already.